After the Saudi Arabian GP, Red Bull finally looked like it put an end to all the rumours. At least that's what we're led to believe. Horner has been investigated and cleared, Helmut Marko was quickly investigated in a couple of days and cleared, and even Verstappen seemed to have moved on. But one person wasn't ready to move on, and is ready for round whatever we're on right now. And after much back and forth, Red Bull squad head Christian Horner may still lose the internal struggle at Red Bull due to this person. Max Verstappen had a great time with the Saudis. The Red Bull superstar was immensely content and comfortable following his double victory at the Formula 1 Grand Prix in Saudi Arabia, and not only because it was his second win in a row. He had to feel like he had not only driven friend and foe to the ground on the slopes, but also achieved what was possibly the most important success of his career off the racetrack. Helmut Marko, his closest and most important confidant in the Red Bull team, was allowed to stay. This looked very unlikely on Friday. To reiterate how strongly the Dutchman supports Marko, he rebooked his return flight on his own jet to bring Helmut Marko home, despite the fact that he should have flown with Christian Horner. Horner had to travel home alone with his wife, Jerry Halliwell. Furthermore, it is understood that the Dutchman, who was not only triumphant but also had a strong personality, was horrified by the performance that his team boss staged in the paddock in Saudi Arabia. As he had done during the Bahrain race, he ran around holding hands with the ex-Spice Girl, always searching for cameras to show the world that an employee's charges that he had intimidated her had been blown out of proportion. He is a victim, not the offender. His wife also continuously supports him. However, those engaged in the Horner incident felt that even a director could not have planned the performance better. But the scandal appears to have taken a startling turn. Yes, once again. According to F1 sources, the Thai majority owners are now following the advice of Red Bull GmbH's Austrian minority, which includes CEO Oliver Mintzlaff and 49% share heir Mark Mateschitz, and intend to break from Horner. One explanation is that demands for a boycott of Red Bull by powerful women's rights activists in the US market, which is essential to the company, have increased since the event. Second, the Thai Red Bull executives are concerned that the employee may go public in the coming days and take action against the internal probe, which may not have been as objective as fans were made to think, even though it is said that the employee has been paid $700,000 by Horner and another $300,000 by Red Bull itself. But why go after it if there has been a payment? Well, the industry publication Business of One publicized the woman's identity and position, including publishing images of her. She intends to battle for her rights and reputation in a civil court in England. At that point, Horner must lay all the facts bare. Third, and this is definitely unbelievable but true, the huge rock band U2 plans to aid the woman with a song. Her brother is the son-in-law of U2 legendary guitarist The Edge. According to F1 insiders, U2 is considering writing a song titled "Don't Be Horny, Be Christian" to contribute to the scandal that is dominating the pages of the yellow press in Britain. Even the Thai family, who have thus far strongly backed Horner, are concerned by U2's mega influence, which could lead to Horner being booted before the next race in 2 weeks' time. One thing is clear. Horner appears to be losing the power battle at Red Bull. According to reliable sources, he will be released before the upcoming race in Australia. If that happens, you can anticipate the formation of the matching sentence. In any case, Max Verstappen would then have achieved a victory that will not appear in any Formula 1 statistics. Are you expecting to see Horner down under in a couple of weeks? Horner himself seems to think he will be there. And following Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez's strong performances, Horner was questioned if everyone at Red Bull is looking in the same direction. Indeed, Verstappen stated that he would not tolerate a hypothetical exit from Marko. Horner has a clear response in hand. "We are focusing on winning," Horner stated. "We are good at that and we got that in Saudi Arabia. We started the season with that. I am aware that there are a lot of rumours going around, but I don't think the team is distracted. We are one team, although a lot is said about Helmut. Only Helmut doesn't work for me and Red Bull Racing. He works for the parent company. I think you can see that we are focusing on the future. We want to extend this incredible winning streak." Are there any difficulties with Verstappen? Max is doing absolutely fine. He works well with the team and there are no tensions. You can see how relaxed he is around the garage. That also translates into performance on the track. We don't see any problems with Max. Horner therefore deems the situation steady. According to the Britain, everyone wants to be a part of the squad. No individual is bigger than the team. There is a seat available for next year, and I think I have 16 drivers who are desperate to get the seat. Sergio Perez is in pole position and can only lose the seat. We have a strong relationship with Max. He is doing great and focusing on his performance on the track. The same goes for us. I think probably too much has already been said by other parties, Horner continued. The team is a team. Max and Helmut are part of the team. I lead this team, and everyone plays an important role. Horner admits that he was astonished by the rumours concerning Marko. The rumours about a suspension were also a surprise for the team. There is no process of decision-making around him. Helmut is under contract with the parent company, so it was an issue between them. We were not part of that discussion. I have known Helmut since 1996, and he has played an important role at Red Bull. His role has evolved over the years, and it is only positive that he is still so motivated despite his age of almost 81. My relationship with Helmut is not a problem. He is always outspoken. That's Helmut. Oliver Mintzlaff also supports us, as does Franz Václavic. There are 3 CEOs. It was good to see that Oliver and Franz were in Saudi Arabia to support us, Horner concluded. For now, plenty of questions remain after the Christian Horner probe. One of the most common inquiries is why this scenario has developed after so many years of peace and harmony among Red Bull's senior executives. However, it appears that when Mateschitz died in late 2022, a power vacuum was established. Horner is thought to have aimed for a share in the team, similar to what Toto Wolff has with Mercedes, but has yet to obtain it. Rumours circulated in 2023 that he and Marko were no longer on the same page, with a new dynamic emerging between them following Mateschitz's death. With simmering tensions under the surface, GmbH's probe into Horner supplied the spark to blow it up, and now that Horner has survived and regained his authority, what happens next is up to other parties accepting that conclusion. Or at least if he is not booted before Australia due to the new outside pressure on his position. Will the employee at the centre of the probe be cleared, as Horner was? Will the persons behind the many media disclosures, which appeared to be a relentless onslaught on Horner, be identified? Will Jos Verstappen be able to accept Horner's continuation as team boss? Will Horner receive his long-awaited team ownership interest, assuring his future beyond that of a useful employee? The most important question at this moment is whether Marko's requests for changes will be carried out. For the time being, after meeting with Mintzlaff in Saudi Arabia, he seemed content to remain with his present 3-year contract with GmbH. But is this reliant on some unknown event occurring? After all, if Marko suddenly decides to leave Red Bull, it raises the question of whether the Verstappens would follow suit, so destabilising the driver market. Would Max truly leave a powerful championship-winning squad out of devotion to Marko? With Horner at the focus of the plot and recovering his grip, the other players in this unfolding drama appear to have no choice but to follow him. For now, at least. Will an uneasy ceasefire between all parties last long enough to enable relationships to heal, or will jealousy and hatred rip apart one of the most powerful F1 empires ever? And will we see Horner in Australia? Let us know your thoughts.